we need to remember the doctors who were heroes during that pandemic, who stood up for the doctor-patient relationship, and who have great moral character, and we're not allowing the government or the agencies to dictate how they cared for their patients. And so I think that that's another element in this that you're having to fight, is the stigmatization of certain white coat wearers, if you will. And
Sure.
so, I mean, that's got to be really tough as well, right?
Yes, and but we're basically we stood with our community when the COVID pandemic came. We stood with our community. I was there. I was supporting my community, but the government didn't care. The government had no interest in basically supporting the community. People now are crying that President Trump and Secretary Kennedy are basically reducing the number of employees for the Department of Health and Human Services, but they were not there. When the pandemic was happening, half of the employees were not showing up. They basically were not available. They didn't even open their emails. They didn't sign into their computers. The Department of Health and Human Services employee, half of them for 1 year didn't even sign into their computers. So they were not there. And so there's no tears that are being shed on some of these employees being let go. And I'm a full supporter of Secretary Kennedy and President Trump in reducing and DOJ to reduce the number of these employees, because they're not needed. They didn't make any difference.